Right. Well, tonight, constitutional lawyers are warning against a push to change the country's supreme law to do away with presidential term limits. Utterances by Fafi MP Salah Yakub on an alleged plot to remove Kenya's two-term cap have sparked quite a national debate. Nandi Senator Samson Cherargei has thrown a spanner into the works, saying he would support such an extension if it came to the Senate. NTV's senior political affairs reporter Kennedy Mureithi interrogates this matter.
Right way, you put your debate forward, I put mine. We see which one is good.
The plan announced by first-time Member of Parliament Salah Yakub to extend the president's term beyond the constitutionally stipulated 2 terms continues to elicit mixed reactions.
Wafafi anasema angependa.
Top city lawyer Dr. Ekuru Aukot, who served as Chief Executive Officer of the Committee of Experts that drafted Kenya's constitution, believes the scheme to change the law is selfish and ill-advised.
The idea of a constitution is a social contract with the people. We went around the country as the Committee of Experts to solicit views from Kenyans on how they want, to be governed. So it is the will of the people. And remember, in Article 1, it talks about the sovereign power of the people. They can exercise directly or indirectly through the representative. Article 10 says whenever you want to try and amend this constitution, you must consult the public. So when Fafi comes up with this crazy idea of ease that really goes against all expectation, the letter and spirit of the constitution, who did he consult?
Okot intimates that Kenyans were clear in their decision to retain the 2-term limit, insisting that they were coming from a dictatorial point of view and thus wanted something different.
By the time Kenyans were reviewing, now writing a new constitution, they reflected the history of this country, the character of leadership over the last 40 years, and they say that, listen, why don't we emulate other democracies that say that, a maximum of 2-term limits is sufficient enough for you to be able to effect, changes.
The Fafi lawmaker, who has indicated his willingness to pursue an amendment to the constitution, despite his UDA party disowning him, says his push is genuine.
The amendment starts from an outburst or a sentiment by 1 or 2 people. And that's why I brought up this issue of the term limit. It's something I believe in. It's something we discussed with quite some number of legislators. I don't want to mention names. It has nothing to do with UDA, it has nothing to do with ODM or any other person. It is something to do with Kenyans.
This is a very personalized proposal. It is targeting certain individuals. And I'm not afraid to say here, I think Raila is being targeted here by these UDA people. Remember, they had started that proposal. Now it had started from a proposal of 70 years. Now it's going to 75 years.
Salah says his push is also supported by a large number of MPs who are not keen on coming out now, but notes that they are working behind the scenes, collecting Kenyans' views, and will come out at the right time.
The current government, we came in when the economy is at a state we cannot talk of. We cannot implement those of the plan because of the debts and the amount of resources we have. So assume that the president now takes action in implementing his agendas. He has to write up or clean up some of the messes. That might take him 5 years, a term.
On his Twitter page, Nandi Senator Samson Cherargei has joined the discourse, saying he is willing to support the bill if it sees the light of day. On Tuesday, Senate Majority Leader Aaron Cheruiyot also defended the Fafi MP, saying he was well within his rights, noting that Kenya is a democracy and freedom of speech must be protected.
If you're not able to put a good plan within 5 years or even 10 years, then you don't deserve to be a leader. You can't tell me you need forever, otherwise it's just encouraging laziness in delivery of service to the people.
While mounting a serious campaign against the Building Bridges initiative, President William Ruto, then UDA presidential candidate, and his allies accused his boss, then President Uhuru Kenyatta, of a scheme to extend his term through the initiative.
Tukibadilisha katiba, kabila 5 za Kenya zipate vyeo, na zile kabila 37 zitaenda wapi katika Kenya hii?
Kazi ya BBI ni kutengeneza viti 5 wapatie wale wadosi waliaguka kura.
Let us not be distracted
by agendas of those who seek to change the constitution after every election to see if they will get a shortcut to power.
You are the first president in this Republic of Kenya to exit while you are still young. And I know for sure that it is just, you are just going on leave.
I can tell you, if there is one thing that Kenyans are very, very clear about, is the two-term limit.
The United Democratic Alliance has, however, distanced itself from its MP's proposal, dismissing it as his fertile imagination. Kennedy Mureithi, NTV.